Alright. Well, we got screwed over. After the battle, we returned to the school and met up in the cafeteria. We needed to discuss what we were going to do next. So basically, the hunt is back on like nothing ever happened. To think the sponsor would come back. A villain like that has no right raising from the dead. Now there's just 2 more days of the first round left. And when it ends, the person in last place will be executed. The killing game wasn't over. The sponsor had multiple bodies, making them effectively immortal. Now that we knew that, any hope we might have built up had been replaced with despair. I don't think I can do this anymore. Following that person's orders, risking my life playing this terrible game, it's all too much. There, sister dearest. Don't worry, your dear brother will protect you. Even if I have to sacrifice everything to do it. Damn it, this whole thing is bullshit. I can't believe the sponsor played us like that. All that despair and frustration needed an outlet, and the target Takamaru settled on was, Yo, Takumi, the hell's going on here? You told us the sponsor was dead. Sorry, I'm just as surprised as you guys. I don't think any of us expected the sponsor to have multiple bodies. You saying you didn't know? Don't lie to me, man. You and that bastard were working together this whole time, weren't you? What? That's crazy. Of course we haven't. Then why are you the only ones who get prizes from your team? You sure that wasn't some kind of payment for going along with that sponsor's act? No. Why would you even think that? I'd never betray you guys. You still took that little handout without any kind of protest, almost like you already knew it was coming. And now you'll probably end up first in the rankings for this round. You told us the game was over, so none of us have been earning points over the last couple of days. Your position is just as strong as before. Well, we've lost any chance to catch up to you. You get to survive to the next round, while your partner, the sponsor, gets to mess with us. It's a win for both of you. I can't believe we let you fool us like this. Sir Takumi, all this time, you colluded with our enemy? You betrayed us all. I'll have your head for this. Don't do it, Kiyoshika. Put your sword away. Back off, guys. Takumi's innocent. How many times are you going to make the same mistake? Hey, I've tried to trust Takumi. He's legit saved my life, you know? But I gotta look at the bigger picture here. Every time I put my trust in him, something bad happens. First Gaku died, then Kurara, and the invader hunt started. Then right when it looked like we were out of the woods, suddenly the game's back on and we're in last place. All that can't just be a coincidence. What am I supposed to think? Takamaru glared at me like I was the absolute scum of the earth.
You really are a jinx. No, you're worse than that. You're like the Grim Reaper. Nothing good ever comes from being around you.
Damn,
so do us all a
mean.
favor and stay away from us!
When I heard the anger in his voice, I knew my dream was over. Making it to day 100 was with everyone working together as a team. That would never happen now. That's all I gotta say to you. From here on, we're enemies. Don't come talk to me like we're still friends.
Hey!
Ima, Kako, let's go. We gotta earn some points and get ahead of those guys while we still can. Takamaru stormed out of the cafeteria, taking the twins with him. Now it's come to this. I must retreat to the mountains. I'll undergo intense training and unlock the power I need to strike down every one of those accursed sponsors. Kiyoshika, no. You can't go out there alone. At least let us come with you. Nozomi's team hurried away as well, leaving just me. And my only 2 friends in the world. Sheesh, what's with those guys? All this over some dumb prize Takumi didn't even ask for? They can't help it. This game's made them paranoid. Everything seems suspicious to them now. Even a little vial of cryptoglobin. Yagamu was right. All they wanted was to get rid of the Grim Reaper in their midst. The vial was just a convenient excuse for them to do that. Speaking of the vials, remember what the sponsor said back there? Something about injecting Darumi? It seems Darumi
Amamiya is not here. Is she still unconscious? No matter. I will inject this into her myself. I'm sure she'll find it most invigorating.
Right, that means the sponsor probably went to Darumi's room. She could be in danger. Come on. We ran for the stairs and headed up to the roof. We couldn't let the sponsor do anything to Darumi. Hiroko had given her life to save her. She was her legacy. Darumi! We rushed open the door to Darumi's room and charged inside. Darumi was awake. She was sitting on the edge of her bed, staring vaguely up at the ceiling. Darumi, you're okay. Huh? What's up, Tsubasa? Why are you and Takumi and Yugamu all out of breath? Oh, you finally decided to kill me, right? You're breathing heavy because of the anticipation? You're gonna pass me around and have some fun with me first? Or are you gonna save that until after I'm dead? Can't have a killing game without some gory and sexy R-rated scenes, am I right? Go ahead and mess me up. Should we film it for posterity? Make sure you get my good side when my eyes roll up to the back of my head. Will you stop talking crazy for a minute, Darumi? Thank goodness. She's just the same as ever. Morbid, inappropriate sense of humor included. Are you alright, Darumi? You're not sick or in pain or anything. Nope, I'm 110% A-okay. In fact, I think actually getting some sleep for once has made my skin healthier than usual. Oh man, at this rate, the bags under my eyes might disappear. I love those little black smudges like they were my own children. I don't think I could bear losing them. Wait, that's not just eyeliner? Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, anyway, I'm glad she's okay. There's just one problem. How exactly are we supposed to treat Darumi from now on? Obviously, I want to honor Hiroko's last wish and do whatever I can to make sure she survives. But she's also technically the person who killed Hiroko. There's no getting away from that. Then again, does Darumi even know what she did? Or has she repressed the whole episode?
Huh?
Hey, Darumi, how much do you remember about what happened before you blacked out? Pretty much all of it. You, me, Yugamu, and Mistress Hiroko all went off on a picnic. Then we got attacked by a commander. Mistress Hiroko got mortally wounded protecting me. And then I stabbed her in the back and killed her. That's just about covers everything, right? So she remembers. I have to think she'd have been happier if she forgot, though. It's bad enough that she had to lose Hiroko, but to have to kill her herself? What can I even say to someone who's been through something like that? Should I try to comfort her? Reassure her that she did the right thing? I'm out of my depth. I've got no idea what to do here. Okay, Takumi, it's your turn. Tell me what's happening while I was out. Is the killing game still going? Yeah, it is. It hasn't been a constant thing, though. We managed to end it once, but then it just started up again. I explained everything to Darumi. I told her about how we'd formed the anti-sponsor alliance with Hiroko, about how Hiroko had obtained one of the same kind of suit the sponsor wore. I mean, I guess we have to tell her, but like, she's probably not gonna like this. And how, with Tsubasa's help, we figured out its weakness and taken down the sponsor. Of course, after that, the sponsor came back and revealed that they had multiple bodies. So in the end, nothing we did even mattered. Tears had sprung to my eyes while I was telling the story. Saying it out loud had made the pain of losing Hiroko feel fresh and raw again. And then it happened. Are you okay? She started acting really weird, even by her standards. She was stuttering the same syllable over and over again, making the sound like an old staticky radio. Come on, Darumi, what's wrong? That's what you get! Finally, Darumi screamed so loud I had to cover my ears. When her voice had finally stopped echoing around the room, I took a moment to process what she'd actually said. Did you seriously just say that's what you get? Well, duh. This is your punishment for being dumb enough to try to end the hunt ahead of time. Killing games are an immutable law of nature. You can't just end them. How could you be so stupid? Moron. Moron. What's with that attitude? I know you only just recovered, but there's a limit to what I'll put up with from you. Hiroko wanted to end the invader hunt so no one else would have to die. She gave her life to do that. Are you just going to trample over her feelings? Mistress Hiroko? Stop the killing games? You're crazy. She was the goddess of this game. Goddess? Mistress Hiroko reveled in slaughter and bloodshed. She was the perfect embodiment of everything the invader hunt stood for. And now she's in my tummy. That makes me like the holy mother of the goddess or something. Darumi tenderly placed both hands over her stomach.
Watch over me, Mistress Hiroko. I'll kill lots of invaders and author up their blood in your name. I'll knock everyone else out of the rankings and reign supreme as the Queen of Kills!
She's the Queen of Kills.
Let's all have fun killing each other, guys!
Darumi's unbridled joy toward the killing game was unnerving, maybe even inhuman. I couldn't see us talking sense into her anymore. She was an uncontrollable monster. Was everything we did really pointless? Our alliance against the sponsor, getting the suit, Hiroko's sacrifice? What was the point of any of it? Now we'll save. Oh, don't look. The day after the sponsor came back to life, Yagamu Tsubasa and I got together for another meeting of the Anti-Sponsor Alliance. The way I see it, we've got two options open to us. Continue playing the game, or kill the sponsor to end it. But again, is that even possible? It's something we can discuss if we choose that option. Right now, we've got to decide on what direction we're going to take. I say we, but really, it's up to you, Takumi. Huh? You want me to decide? You are the Alliance leader. That's what Hiroko said, remember? Come to think of it, she did give me that job, didn't she? You have just been appointed the leader of the Anti-Sponsor Alliance. She might even have given me the position because she knew she was going to die. Is that why? Did she think I could hold the Alliance together, even after she was gone? Are you sure you want someone like me as your leader? I don't really have any skills or talents. Nah, dude. It's gotta be you. You got the courage and resolve we need to get us through this. I'd like you to be leader too, Takumi. I just know if anything happens, you'll come to my rescue. It's reassuring to have someone like that in charge. You guys. Honestly, I think this might be too much for me. But if these two are willing to put their faith in me, I can't let them down. Alright, I'll accept the position as leader. I might not have very much going for me, but I'll do everything I can to keep you safe. That's the spirit. Okay then, oh great and powerful leader. Tell us where our alliance is going to go from here. Do we continue participating in the invader hunt, or do we try to kill off the sponsor? Obviously taking part in the game is out of the question. I won't stand by and watch another of my friends die at the end of every round. If we lose any more than this, it's going to be hard to get through our defensive battles too. But the only way to stop the game is by killing the sponsor. I'm not sure if that's even possible anymore. Now that they've come back from the dead, they feel more untouchable than ever. How are we supposed to beat someone with multiple bodies? Even if we come up with something, how will we know if we got them all? If playing the game and killing the sponsor are both equally impossible, then neither. I'm choosing the third option. The third. We run. We leave this place and the killing game behind. After all, we know where the escape pod is. If we can find a way to activate it early, we can all go back to the artificial satellite. The sponsor and their bees are powerful, but there's no way they can follow us all the way into space. Takumi, what are you talking about? We went over this already. The escape pod is out of commission. Out of commission? I mean, we can't use it after all? Since when? Tsubasa, remember when Takumi hit his head that time? Oh, so you forgot about that too, huh? In that case, it'll be easier to just show you again. Come on, let's go to the hangar. Oh, god damn it. Tsubasa led us to the storeroom underneath the gym, and there I saw... What the fuck happened? Huh? Every inch of the escape pod's surface was riddled with holes. What happened here? Did it get shut up by a machine gun or something? Whoa, exact same reaction as last time. You really did lose your memory, didn't you? Never mind that. Well, tell me what's going on here. Who did this? It's less of a who and more of a what. We can't really blame anyone except the bacteria. Bacteria, as in microscopic life forms? But the pod's not organic. How could they destroy solid metals? Let me explain. The corrosion's been caused by something called particle bacteria. It erodes matter on a molecular level, so it's invisible to the naked eye until the damage starts to show. The bacteria eats away at metal to grow stronger. Actually, I'm not sure if eat is the right word. Technically, it's more like energy released during the oxidation process allows its cells to reproduce. Don't be fooled by the bacteria part of the name. It's not really alive, just a chemical substance. That said, we're talking about something that randomly occurs in quantum level space, so there's not a lot we know about it. Is there any chance of repairing the pod? Not the way it is now. I'd have to get rid of the particle bacteria first. Is that possible? Tsubasa took out a photograph and showed it to me. Yeah, but I'll need some more of this. QB liquid. Oh yeah, that's a QB liquid. It's the only thing that can purge the bacteria. I have no idea where to find it though. What about the biolab? I looked in there already. This is rare stuff. I don't think there's a single vial of it in the whole school. At this point, the only thing we can do is search around in the ruins outside the home and hope for the best. So we're looking for a rare material while also trying not to fall behind in the rankings. I have a feeling that's not going to be easy. We'll have to repair the pod eventually, but activating it and getting out of here early does seem almost impossible. You got the position we're in now? Using this to escape the game is just isn't feasible. We'll need to go with a different strategy. So we're back to the first two choices I offered you. Play the game or kill the sponsor. What's it going to be? Those are my two options. Taking everything I know into account though. Sorry, I still think the third choice is the best option. I'll find a way to repair the pod and use it to escape from the game. You sure? We just went through how doing that's so hard it's practically impossible. We're going to face steep odds no matter what we do. I'd rather take a chance on a path I believe in. Step 1 is to find the QB liquid, destroy the particle bacteria, and repair the damage. After that, we focus on finding a way to activate the pod early. Once that's done, we get everyone on board and get out of here. back to the artificial satellite. Prioritize escaping to safety. That's what you're going with, Takumi? Well, I did say I'd respect our leader's decision. That cool with you too, Tsubasa? Sure. If that's what you want, Takumi, I'm fine with it. I've already made up my mind to stand by you to the very end. After the way you treated you before, I want to make up for that and be as supportive as I can now. Tsubasa. My heart gave a little leap. These two were putting on so much faith in me. It made me feel like I could make it through any ordeal. Tsubasa, are you sure you're okay with us? Are you technically still on Nozomi's team with the other girls? It's fine. I've decided to officially leave that team. I feel bad for them losing a fighter, but you guys are way more important to me. Way more important? When I heard that, I almost broke down into tears. Even an outcast like me has people who consider him important. So long as I remember that, there's nothing I can't do. I know we'll make it back to the satellite together. Alright guys, let's fix this escape pod. We're all going home. We're going back alive. We had our goal. Now we just need to start making it a reality. The first order of business was going out to try to find some QB liquid. Out beyond the school, we explored the ruins of what had once been stores, ransacking the shelves for anything that looked like what we needed. Of course, we should have known better than to think we'd find something that rare that easily. Before we knew it, the sky had turned dark orange on sunset. Phew, the sun's going down. We should probably call it a day soon. It's not dark yet. Let's keep going a little longer. If we're doing it's not going to help anyone, Takumi. This search could take a while. We need to conserve our strength. And don't forget, tomorrow's the last day of the first round. You never know what might happen when things get right down to the wire. We need to be ready to deal with any kind of unexpected conflicts. I still think that someone's going to kill Ava. Oh right, it is tomorrow, isn't it? Based on our current standings, no one from our team was in any real danger of being executed. But it made sense to be careful all the same. Alright, let's head back for today. In the interest of staying fresh for tomorrow, we returned to the school and went straight to bed. Time passed and eventually, the final day of the Invader Hunt's first round arrived. Ding dong bing bong, baby.
Get prepared. Be ready to get.
Here it is, the end of round 1. Whoever is at the bottom of the rankings at midnight will be executed by the sponsor. Last time I checked, Shoma was in last place. I wonder what's going through his mind now that he's facing death. What is he feeling? Maybe I'll go check on him while there's still time. Oh, Takumi, good morning. Morning, Shoma. Sorry to call on you so early. It's fine, I don't mind. Are you feeling alright? Spending too much time breathing the same air as me will probably spoil the rest of your day, you know. His self-esteem is just as low as ever, but doesn't seem scared. Shoma, how can you be so calm? Today's the last day of this round of the game. You're at the bottom of the rankings. If you don't earn some points quick, then... I know, but it's okay. I've decided to accept my death as gracefully as I can. You're just going to accept it? Don't you want to survive? Of course. Well, I did at first anyway. I wanted to make it out of here someday and see Leo again. But I changed my mind. Another person shouldn't have to die just to keep a piece of human trash like me alive a little longer. That's it? You're okay with being killed in this messed up game we're being forced to play? No, I hate that it has to be this way. But that's all the more reason for me not to struggle against the inevitable. What do you mean? If I stay where I am in last place, no one else will have to worry about dying. The sponsor wants to see us panic and turn on each other, but that's not going to happen. I may be able to defeat the sponsor. I may not be able to defeat the sponsor, but I can at least disappoint them. I'm going to consider that a win.
I'll end my life with my one and only victory. That's good enough for me.
Shoma. Seeing Shoma smile in the face of certain death brought tears to my eyes. All this time, we'd been so focused on our own survival, and here he was, willing to give his life to save the rest of us. And I had to take a tremendous amount of inner strength and kindness too. Actually, since you're here, do you think I could ask you for one last favor? A favor? Can you take over looking after Ava for me? She needs someone to bring her food and clean her cage and talk to her, so she won't get lonely. The fact that I'll be leaving her alone here is the one thing that still bothers me. I just want her to be happy. Ever since I refused to give Ava her mask back, We hadn't exactly been on great terms. But if this was Shoma's last request, I owed it to him to try. I nodded firmly. Sure, you can leave Ava to me. I'll do whatever I can to protect her from harm and misfortune. I promise. Thank you. That's such a relief. Now I really do have no regrets. I spent the whole of that day with Shoma. He told me about Ava's favorite foods and regaled me with stories about him and Leo back in the residential complex. Give me a second. Hold on. Okay. Sorry about that. Told me okay, cool. We passed the time chatting aimlessly, even after the sun went down. But then, on the stroke of midnight, hunters of the Special Defense Unit gather in the schoolyard immediately. The closing ceremony for the first round is upon us. We're called to the schoolyard by the announcement. There, we're all forced to watch Shoma's execution. Shoma Ginzaki, alas, his refusal to compete seriously made the end of the first round quite the anticlimax. The final struggle to stay out of last place is usually one of the most exciting parts of the game. I hope we'll have no cowards in the next round. I encourage you to put all of your energy into the hunt from now on. You don't want to end up like him, do you? Shoma was just a shriveled up corpse now. It looks so small, like some kind of grotesque figurine. So I guess I was wrong. But I mean, it still might happen that someone might try and kill Ava if Invader Hunt still continues. I don't know if they're going to do a different game. Damn it. I'm sorry I couldn't save you, Shoma. I'm sorry, Shoma. Meddling in flavor, yet ample in nutrients. Thanks to his contribution, we've become stronger still. The more cryptic lobe the sponsor absorbs, the more powerful they get. I can feel it from here. When does the second round start anyway? I'm guessing we're not going to dive into it right from tomorrow. You can relax on that count. I will grant you all a week's respite for surviving the first round. The second round will begin on day 43. Use that time to rest, recuperate, and prepare for the next hunt. It's not very long, but at least we get some time off. Not like we can take it easy though. We gotta use that time to get stronger and survive the next round too. Hey! Ima, Kako, and as of right now, you guys are in boot camp. We're going out to the mountains to train. Oh, great. I've never been any good at this sporty jock stuff. A week off. Will we be able to find the QB liquid and get out of here in that time? I hereby call the first round of the Invader Hunt to a close. I'll leave the task of getting rid of this filthy corpse to you. We dug a grave for Shoma in the schoolyard and buried his body.
Thank you, Shoma. You saved us all. I won't forget what you've done for us. I promise.
Words of gratitude came spilling out of my mouth. Thanks to Shoma's sacrifice, the rest of us didn't have to struggle to stay out of last place. The sponsor was wrong. Shoma wasn't a coward. He was the only one of us who had the strength to put others first.
I won't let your sacrifice be in vain.
Another friend dead, thanks to the Invader Hunt. This can't be allowed to continue. We're finding that liquid and repairing the escape pod. We'll find a way to get it working. Then we're getting everyone on board and getting out of here. Back home. Back to the artificial satellite.
Prepare to spend.
Day 36. This is the start of our week's break from the Invader Hunt. Of course, that doesn't mean we're going to be sitting around doing nothing. The Anti-Sponsor Alliance is going to be giving their all searching for the QB liquid we need to repair the escape pod. Oh, and there's something else. Ava, I did promise Shoma I'd take care of her. It's been awkward between us ever since I made her cry that one time. But this is what Shoma wanted. I have to honor his last request. I made my way to the courtyard, determined to patch things up with our prisoner. I see. So Shoma's dead. Ava's face fell when I told her what had happened. He was such a timid boy, and a little strange, but I liked him. He was kind, even to a prisoner like me.
Huh?
Leaving you behind was his only regret. He said he wanted you to be happy.
Huh?
He really was a great guy. No matter how bad things looked for him, he was always thinking of others. And now, it was my turn to carry on that legacy.
Huh?
Hey Ava, I'm sorry I broke my promise to return your mask. Do you think you can find it in your heart to forgive me? Shoma asked me to take care of you in his place after he was gone. I know you probably won't like seeing me every day from now on, but no, I don't mind. In fact, I want to apologize to you for a while now. I'm sorry about last time. I shouldn't have reacted the way I did. That mask is just so important to me. It's easy for me to get carried away. Ava bowed her head in apology. Unlike our last conversation, she was clearly thinking a lot more calmly and rationally now. Or maybe calm wasn't the word. Maybe it was more like resignation. Her face was eerily still, almost devoid of emotion. I didn't have it in me to act like the situation was any better than it was, either. The mood began to stagnate. If you're that concerned about having your face exposed, I can get you a hat or something. No, that wouldn't work. I decided never to cover my face with anything other than that mask. Oh, wow, okay. I didn't realize it was such a specific belief. Without that mask, I'm nothing. I can't stay calm. I can't gather my courage. You're really attached to it, huh? Is it like a source of support for you? Of course it is. That mask is the only of its kind in the world. My daughter made it especially for me. Your daughter? You have a kid? Do I look too young to be a mother? Technically, it was my brother's wife who gave birth to her. But after her parents died, I took her in. Even if we're only tangentially related by blood, she is my one and only daughter. Which a shocking revelation. Ava, a mother? But there is more to it than that. Something here didn't add up. Invaders were creatures created by the Earth itself to help bring about world death. That wasn't what we'd been told. That was what we'd been told. The Earth must begin its world that's an eradication of all life on the planet. Yeah, so how do they give birth? You seen the way they fight. It's not much such a stretch, is it? It would explain why they're so fixated on destroying the school. Had we been wrong this whole time? Did the invaders actually have their own lives outside of world death? It would be easy enough to get the truth. All I had to do was ask Ava, what are you? I forced myself to hold the question back. What mattered right now was finding the QB liquid and fixing— No, I want to know. Give me the lore. If we let the true nature of the invaders distract us, we'd never get any of that done.
Oh, Commune. I miss you so much.
Commune. Ava muttered that last sentence under her breath, staring up at the sky through the bars of her cage. Commune. That must be her daughter's name. Okay. After that, I met up with Igamu and Tsubasa, and we set out for the day. Outside the school, we began our search for the QB liquid with renewed vigor. We pinned down a potential location on a map we found in the library beforehand, and soon found ourselves sifting through rubble in an old pharmaceutical facility. We had nothing to show for our hard work that day. The only thing we'd found in the ruins was regular junk. Finding what we needed wouldn't be easy. There's bound to be days when we walked away disappointed, just like this one. The next day, we focused on old pharmacies and construction sites in residential areas. But once again, we found nothing but junk, and had to return to the school empty-handed. The day after that, we searched the ruins of every house we could find from the corner to corner. We failed to find what we were looking for, and before we knew it, the sun was going down. On day 39, we made our way to the ruins of an old dockyard. We searched all day, but we didn't find anything that looked like it could be QB liquid. Damn. Basically useless. That sucks. Ding dong bing bong, baby. Get ready for your 40th day. Day 40 already. There's only 3 days of our break left, including today. I wanted to find the QB liquid before the start of the second round, but at this rate, I don't know that's gonna happen. We just don't have enough people to cover all this ground. Let's face it, the chances of the three of us stumbling on something that rare were always pretty slim. What am I saying? It's not over yet. I gave my cheeks a light slap to chase those negative thoughts away. We'll find that liquid. We have to. I tried to reassure myself as I set out for another day's searching. Just as I was leaving my room, someone called out to me, but it wasn't Yagamo or Tsubasa.
Hey!
Morning, Takumi.
Huh?
Huh? Moko? Kyoshika too? What are these two doing right outside my room?
Aha!
We were thinking of starting a new segment. Kind of a Mojiro Knows Best morning edition. A what? What exactly does that mean? Basically, we want to have breakfast with you.
Hey!
You haven't been to the cafeteria in a while, so it might be nice for us to eat together and maybe catch up on some stuff, you know? Something was weird. Despite Moko's cheerful demeanor, Kyoshika was still just as silent and slow as ever. When you say catch up on stuff, what kind of stuff are you talking about? Oh, you know, just anything that pops into our heads. I'm sure we can think of something. Like the state of pro wrestling, the TRC, our favorites for the new next champions, the latest backstage gossip, or hey, maybe even the physical condition of the other members of the Special Defense Unit.
Ah.
Okay, this is more than a little weird. Oh, is this rejection symptoms? Is that what's going on? Is Nozomi feeling rejection? Why would I talk about how the others are doing with these two? We're not even on the same team right now. This was a bad idea, Lady Moko. We shouldn't involve Sir Takumi in this. He is the Grim Reaper after all. Asking for help will only make things worse. And if anything bad were to befall Lady Nozomi, Nozomi, wait. What does this have to do with her? Is she okay? Did something happen to her? Why would you think that? Gosh, Takumi. That's some imagination you've got. But Kyoshika literally just said, whoops, sorry Takumi. Looks like our time's up. We gotta get out of here and head to the next segment. Until next time, sayonara. Moko hoisted Kyoshika up like a sack of potatoes and hurried away. Nozomi, I could go after them and ask them what's wrong with her. But the way they are now, I don't think they tell me anything. Yagami with Tsubasa and I set out for another day of searching for QB liquid. But my heart wasn't in it. I was too distracted by the idea that Nozomi might need my help. Needless to say, we didn't find what we were looking for that day either. Bing dong, bing bong. And now it's day 41. Things were beginning to feel pretty hopeless. I only had today and tomorrow left until the next round of the invader hunt began. If it comes down to it, can we keep looking for QB liquid while also earning enough points to stay in the game? Great, a visitor. That's all I need. It was Moko. She seemed like she'd come to continue our conversation from yesterday, although she didn't have Kyoshika with her this time. Hey Moko, what was all that about yesterday? You were acting really weird. If there's something you want from me, just come right out and say it.
Hey!
Okay, well, how'd you like to hire me, Takumi? Hire you? For what? Where's this coming from? You might not think of it by looking at me, but I've got some other talents besides my strength. I can handle any kind of job you want. Manual labor is a given, but I can cook too, and I make a pretty great bodyguard when you're going anywhere dangerous. I'm there for you 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Moko Mojiro. Every home should have one. Pretty awesome value, don't you think? I have no idea what she's talking about anymore. Why do I have to get saddled with this bizarre sales pitch first thing in the morning? All I'm saying is, I'll work real hard for you, Takumi. I'll do anything you want, so in return for that.
Won't you do something to save my dear friend?
Huh?
Your dear friend? Wait, are you talking about Nozomi? She did want my help with Nozomi yesterday. I knew it. We just saw this. What happened to Nozomi, Moko? That's the thing. I don't really know what's wrong with her. She suddenly collapsed 3 days ago, and she's been getting worse and worse ever since. This morning, it was hurting her just to breathe. At this rate, I'm worried she might die. And Nozomi can't use the Revive-O-Matic. If she dies, she's gone forever. I don't know what caused this, so I have no idea what to do about it. It doesn't seem like a regular cold, so I've got to wonder if it's some kind of disease she already had in her. I really need any help I can get here. That's why I came to you. You're from the future, so I figured you might know something about Nozomi that I don't. Now it makes sense. That's what you were trying to ask me yesterday. Yeah. Please, Takumi, save Nozomi. I know I've got some nerve asking you to help after the way we've all treated you, but you're her only hope. I'm begging you, save her life, and I'll dedicate mine to you. Tears streaming down her face, Moko got on her knees and bowed her head in supplication. Moko, come on, you don't have to do that. Of course I'll help. All you have to do is ask. If Nozomi's suffering, I can't just stand by and let it happen. I want to do something about it. That's what friends are for. Thank you, Takumi. Thank you so much. I gave Moko a tissue to dry her eyes, not to mention her nose. Once she calmed down a little, I got her to tell me more about Nozomi's condition. Based on what you've told me, I might know what the problem is. It sounded a lot like what had happened to Nozomi in my first timeline. Unhealthy pallor, fever, labor breathing. I'd seen her suffer like that before. It could only mean one thing. Rejection. If I'm honest, it's just as you said. My condition is due to rejection symptoms. What are rejection symptoms? The Hemoanima is rejecting me. I think Nozomi is probably going through rejection symptoms from her cryptoglobin. It's not very compatible with her body, so it flares up and gives her a bad fever sometimes. So her body's turning against her, kind of like with steroid abuse? Does that mean this could happen to the rest of us too?
Ah.
No, this is a Nozomi only thing. It's because she's not an official member of the SDU. Official? What do you mean by that? Well, Nozomi's different from us. I told Moko the truth about how Nozomi got here, how she snuck in and joined this war of her own free will. Basically, the whole story that I'd heard from Nozomi herself last time. Her mother was a researcher working at Kamakura General Hospital, where she was involved in a project to save humanity. Specifically, that project involved transfusing cryptoglobin into human hosts. Nozomi had offered herself as a research subject to help make the project a success. But something went wrong, and the cryptoglobin didn't bond with her the way they'd expected. Nevertheless, they continued with their research. The project was eventually shut down by the higher-ups, and Nozomi's mother was so heartbroken that she took her own life. After that, Nozomi snuck into Kamakura again and again, trying to figure out the truth behind why the project had ended. Eventually, she found it. The people in charge were building a special squad of youth with the power of cryptoglobin, in other words, the Special Defense Unit. Her investigations led her deeper into the heart of the hospital. And in a room packed with strange capsule-like machines, she found us. Realizing that we were the Special Defense Unit she'd heard about, she got inside a pod herself. When we were sent here to the planet's surface, she came as well, ending up at the second-to-last Defense Academy.
Huh?
To put it simply, Nozomi never meant to be here. No, Nozomi was never meant to be here. Her mom's experiments on her were deemed failures. In spite of that, she's been fighting so hard all this time. I guess it's only natural that it would take its toll on her body sooner or later. That Nozomi. I can't believe she never told me any of this. Does she really think I'd care if she was not an official member of the team? She's my friend. I'd love her no matter what. Yeah. I knew none of that would matter to you. That was why I felt comfortable sharing this information. If anyone else could be trusted with Nozomi's secret, it was Moko. So, Takumi, how do we stop these symptom thingies? If there's some kind of medical herb that'll help, I'll run out and get some right now. No, there's only one thing that will help Nozomi now, and that's cryptoglobin. It's got cannibalistic qualities. Oh, so we give her our cryptoglobin, the syringe. In the experiments, we were looking for a way to reduce rejection symptoms, so we tried getting the blood to consume itself. My mom transfused additional cryptoglobin, and then the rejection symptoms stopped. So by absorbing cryptoglobin, we can mitigate the rejection? A lot of this is going over my head, but that's basically what we need to save her, right? Cryptoglobin. Well, to be honest, to get more is by defeating a commander. Okay, that settles it. I'm gonna go find a commander and lay a beat down on him. I'll bring him back alive so Nozomi can... Wait, Moko, we already have some cryptoglobin right here. Huh? We do? Yeah, I got some at the end of the battle on day 33, remember? I handed Moko the prize the sponsor had given me for being in the top 3 in the rankings. Inject this into Nozomi, and her symptoms will settle down. I'm sure of it. The cryptoglobins in the vial looked the same as it did the night I got it. It still had its power. Are you sure you're okay with just giving away your prize? It's a small price to pay if it'll save Nozomi's life. Come on, take it. Thank you, Takumi. I don't know how I can ever make this up to you. Don't sweat it. I'm just doing what anyone else would do. Takumi, you really are a great guy. Okay, I'll take it. Thanks again. I'll go on to Nozomi's room and give it to her right now. Moko bowed her head one last time and rushed off to deliver the life-saving vial. Get better soon, Nozomi. I can't just sit around and worry all day. I still have things I need to do. If we don't find the QB liquid soon... I met up with Yagamo and Tsubasa when we began our search for that day. Alright. We'll pause there, and we'll continue on next time. Until then, I'll see you later.